Welcome back everybody and welcome to Mongolia, the land of Genghis Khan, horses and the Toyota Prius. I just arrived here in the capital Ulaanbaatar, which is the coldest capital in the entire world, and it is pretty fresh indeed. I took the night train from the Chinese border here, and bringing the bike was no problem at all. They had a separate luggage compartment and sending it cost like $5, so that's a great deal. And yeah, I'm ready to explore Mongolia by bike. I think it's an amazing country for cycling because you have, I believe, the lowest population density in the entire world. So it's easy to find remote trails. And that's going to be the plan for the country. But first I'm going to head to my hostel because I have to organize some stuff, buying camping gas and a SIM card. And then tomorrow I'll hit the trails. Let's go. Traffic here is pretty chaotic though. And my hostel should be somewhere around here. But man, it is pretty cold here. I guess it's early in the morning, but still, once again, I'm too early in the year. Here, the main tourist season is in summer, so July, August, and then also everything will be nice and green. But I'm here in late April, May, so I'm just gonna have to cope with the cold. Alright, I dropped my bike off at the hostel and I'm now gonna head to the mall to buy myself a SIM card and some gas, and thought I would take you along in case you're curious what downtown Ulaanbaatar looks like. This is a pretty big mall actually, with lots of Western brands. Probably not what one would think of when they think of Mongolia. Here we go. Perfect. Let's go, we got some pesto here. And it's funny, many of the products here are from all over the world. This is from Germany actually, gut und günstig. But you also have lots of Russian stuff, or here from South Korea. So yeah, there's obviously not a big manufacturing industry here in Mongolia. Alright, got everything I needed. But now I'm getting a bit hungry, so I'm gonna start looking for some Mongolian food. Look at this, we got a pizza automat made in France, so it can't be good. But yeah, I'm not gonna get that. Here we got the Beatles. Not sure about their connection with Mongolia, but that's interesting. Let's check out this place, Mongolian national food. Here we go, Mongolian food. It looks very good. Actually looks a bit like European food, and you also get milk tea with it. Let's give it a try. Very tender. Delicious. Man, that food surprised me. It was really delicious. Now I'm gonna head back to the hostel, and then later I'm gonna check out a monastery. Not this one right here, but as you can see, there's still Tibetan influence even here in Mongolia. So yeah, I'll see you soon. And here we go. Time to check out the biggest monastery in all of Mongolia. So this place is called Gandan Tekshengling Monastery. As you can see, it's quite a large complex. So let's have a look. Very nice. Looks pretty much exactly like where I was just in China, in the Tibetan areas in Sichuan and Yunnan. And that makes sense because this type of Tibetan Buddhism is also from the Gelugpa sect, which is the exact same as in the Kham region in China. So this is the Jan temple, constructed 1911. So it's actually not that old. But of course, Mongolia wasn't always Tibetan or Buddhist, Tibetan Buddhist. For the most time, it was actually like Tengriist, which is a type of shamanism. And until the 16th century, that was the case. Then the third Dalai Lama visited Mongolia and kind of struck a deal with the leaders at that time to unify the entire population under one religion. And since then, the majority of the population is indeed Buddhist. And now here we have a little dance performance by the monks. Very cool. Didn't get to see that in China. Yeah, that's gonna be enough sightseeing for today. Tomorrow I'll head back on my bike, cycling across the countryside, and I'll see you then. Wow, the outskirts are quite different as you would expect, and it almost reminds me a little bit of Kabul. The colors of the landscape and then the houses scattered on the hills. Okay, before I leave the city, I'm gonna have a meal. Spotted a small restaurant right here. Dino, hello. Alrighty, big portion of Mongolian noodles. Let's give it a try. It's quite fatty, but it's good. Whew, they are serving some big portions here. That's gonna power me for the rest of the day. And let's continue. Okay, made it out of the city. Honestly, the traffic wasn't all so bad. I've seen much worse. And also the weather is really nice. Not a single cloud in the sky. And that makes sense because Mongolia is also nicknamed Land of the Eternal Blue Sky. And time for the first dirt road. And I'm also gonna tell you about my plans for Mongolia. And the plan is to just take things easy, because I don't have so much time in the country, like 2.5 weeks, because I'll have to fly back to Germany soon to attend a wedding, which I can't miss. And because of that, I decided not to build a massive route across the country or something, and just relax a bit. Some comfortable rides. So for now I've built myself a 500-kilometer route. And maybe that's actually all I'm gonna do, because I want to spend some time camping. Kind of like the nomads, living the nomad's life. If I find a nice place somewhere, just spend a night or two there. Maybe try to catch some fish. And yeah, so not a big plan, but I think it's still gonna be really enjoyable. And the route is in the northern part of the country. So I'm currently making my way towards the Russian border. And today I should reach this town of Batsumba. And yeah, we'll just take things easy and see what's gonna happen. The roads aren't that great, So I'm not gonna be able to cover as much distance as in China, for example. But on the other hand, I will have a little less elevation gain every day. Let's go! This is awesome! Seems like up here the grass is already coming back to life. So maybe in a week or so it's gonna be green everywhere. That would be awesome. Man, Mongolia is just different. Just 1 hour by bike riding outside of the capital and you're in the middle of nature where the people live in yurts. Lots of livestock is everywhere. So cool. Hello doggies. Don't mind me. What's up with you? Very curious and a bit scared, but I don't mean no harm. What? There's not much of a road here, but it's actually pretty nice to cycle, because it's fairly smooth. Really enjoying it. The vastness of this landscape is just so amazing. We even got a little playground here in the middle of nowhere, so that the kids don't get bored. Looks like it's time for the first stream crossing. Alrighty, doesn't look too deep. I put on my sandals because the worst accident I had while bikepacking was when I was crossing such a stream or river and slipped onto a sharp rock and got a nasty cut in my foot and was limping for like a month. So I don't want that to happen again. And here we got a railroad. This is the train that runs towards Russia. And because of that, it's also part of the Trans-Siberian railway network, where the train runs from Beijing in China all the way to Moscow. And takes like a week or even longer. Want to take that train one day. And I'm back on the main road, which is connecting Ulaanbaatar with Russia once again. And I could have taken this road, but you know me, I like to get off the beaten path. So now I got like 15 kilometers until Batsumba, where I'm hopefully gonna get something for dinner and then try to find a campsite. And finding a campsite probably is not gonna be difficult. Wow, this is just amazing. And the road is actually also quite good. And here we go, made it to Batsumba. Looks bigger than expected, so it shouldn't be a problem finding something to eat here. Alright, I couldn't find a restaurant, but here we have a CU convenience store, which is originally from South Korea. But South Korea and Mongolia have really good relations, so I guess they expanded here, and they should have some snacks. Oops. Alright, golden curry. Okay, for a microwave meal, that honestly wasn't too bad. But now I still got like an hour of sunlight, so I'm gonna ride a bit further and then just pitch my tent anywhere really. And we got a train. Freight. And I'm actually gonna go through there towards the river, so I'll have water for tonight. Oh, these roads are so bad. I mean, you can't even call them roads, can you? Alright, the sun is setting, and I'm gonna pitch my tent right over there by those trees. Perfect. All set up, and with that, an amazing first day here in Mongolia comes to an end. Really enjoyed it, beautiful riding through these amazing landscapes. And we also had a clear blue sky for the entire day. Although that does mean it's probably gonna get pretty cold tonight, especially since I'm right next to the water and in a bit of a ditch here. But I think I'm gonna be fine. And I'll see you in the next episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, hype the video, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.